Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on application of calculus in commerce and economics part 2. If you haven't seen my previous video of part 1, make sure that you click this I button and see the video. Now let us start with this chapter and I'll give you a lot of formulas. Make sure that you note it down. Starting with the basic formula, that is Cx equals to f plus Vx. In the earlier video, I told you that Cx is the cost function, f is the fixed cost and Vx is the variable cost. Now comes the formula of average fixed cost. As you know, in average fixed cost, whenever the word comes average, you have to divide it by x. So it will be f divided by x. This is the fixed cost and divided by x will give you the average fixed cost. And now the second is average variable cost. This will be Vx by x. Alright, and V of x means it is a function in terms of x. So don't ever be confused in Vx, that is V multiply x, and V of x. It is a function and it is a product of the variable cost and x. And as you know, this variable cost can also be written like V only, right? Next, average cost. Now average cost or average total cost has the same formula. It is C of x by x. And you know the formula of cost function is f plus Vx. Now the next formula is marginal cost. Marginal means d by dx. Every time you see this word marginal, you have to directly write d by dx. So this will be d by dx. What is this? This is the cost function itself. It will be d by dx of cx, right? Now let us check out the relation between AC, that is the average cost, and MC, that is the marginal cost. It has the relation d by dx of AC, that is the average cost. Average cost means Cx by x. Alright? Equal to 1 by x MC minus AC. This is the relation between average cost and the marginal cost. Although this formula is not very important, but it can come in your examination just to prove it. Now the next formulas are average revenue and marginal revenue. Average revenue means R of x divided by x, right? Do you people know that what is the formula of revenue function? Revenue function has the formula P multiply x, alright? Or you can write it like R bracket x, that is, it is in the terms of x, as you can see it. So writing P multiply x in place of revenue function, I get up only P, that is the demand function. So you can directly write that average revenue is equal to the demand function. Moving on to the marginal revenue. Marginal means d by dx, that is d by dx of Rx. This will give you the marginal revenue. So this is a board question and you can try it. Now let us see what is given in the question. The question states that the average cost, that is AC, is equal to 2x minus 11 plus 50 by x, right? Find total cost function and marginal cost function. Can you please tell me the formula for average cost function? Yes, it is equal to C of x by x. Average cost function is equal to C of x by x. What is the formula of marginal cost function? It is equal to d by dx of cx. But I think I don't have cost function in order to find marginal cost function. So first step is to find the cost function, that is the total cost function. AC is already given. We can find Cx by this formula. Cx equals to AC multiply x. So Cx will be 2x square minus 11x plus 50. So I multiplied this AC function with x in order to find the cost function. This is the cost function. My first part is over. Now the second part is find the marginal cost function. That is, you have to differentiate the cost function. So MC will be equal to differentiation of 2x square minus 11x plus 50, which is equal to 4x minus 11. I hope it's clear. Now let us try out next question. So this is a question from ISC 2011, and let me read the question. It states that given that the total cost function for x units of a commodity is cx equals to x cubed by 3 plus 3x square minus 7x plus 16. The first part is find MC, that is the marginal cost. Second part is find AC, that is the average cost. Third part is to prove that marginal average cost is equal to x multiply marginal cost minus c of x, that is the cost function, by x square. And don't panic to see this thing because it is not a formula as such. You have to prove it, and you very well know the average cost formula, marginal cost formula. So let us start with the first part, that is finding the marginal cost. Now the marginal cost is equal to d by dx of the cost function, that is x cubed by 3 plus 3x square minus 7x plus 16. This will be equal to 1 by 3 multiply 3x square plus 6x minus 7. And I hope you people know what how to do differentiation. In case you have any problem regarding this, you can see my video under the category of differentiation playlist. So differentiation and integration should be quite clear for this topic. Alright, so this becomes 3 gets cancelled. The answer for the marginal cost is equal to x square plus 6x minus 7. Second part is to find the average cost, which is equal to c of x by x. It will be equal to x square by 3 plus 3x minus 7 plus 16. You just need to divide this cost function with x like this. Divide by x, divide by x, divide by x. Alright, so this is also divide by x. We have got the average cost as well. Now proceeding to the third part. In the third part, we have to prove that the marginal average cost is equal to x multiply mc minus c of x divided by x square. We first have to find the RHS, that is the right hand side, equal to x multiply. The marginal cost was x square plus 6x minus 7 as we calculated it in the first part, minus the cost function. This is the cost function, it is already given in the question. X cubed by 3 plus 3x square minus 7x plus 16 divided by x square. Just multiply it, you will get x cubed plus 6x square minus 7x minus x cubed by 3 minus 3x square minus that is plus 7x minus 16. Now 7x and 7x is getting cancelled. 6x square minus 3x square, it is equal to 3x square, and x cubed by 3 minus x cubed by 3 minus 16 divided by x square. Just solve this. After solving that, the right hand side you will be getting 2x by 3 plus 3 minus 16 by x square. Now let us have a look at the LHS, that is the left hand side, which is MAC, marginal average cost. Average cost was 1 by 3 x square plus 3x minus 7 plus 16 by x. This was the average cost which we found it in the second part. Now we have to differentiate it, since we have to find the marginal average cost, that is the d by dx of AC. We will do it here, which is equal to 1 by 3 multiply 2x plus 3 minus 16 by x square. So the LHS is equal to the RHS, hence it's proved. Now let us try this ISC 2018 question. It states that the average cost function associated with producing and marketing X units of an item is given by AC equals to 2x minus 11 plus 50 by X. Find the total cost function and marginal cost function. Also find the range of output for which AC is increasing. Now this is slightly a different question because it asks that you have to prove that AC is increasing. That is the range of the output. in which AC is increasing. Now in this question, you just need to clarify this, that whenever it's written increasing means that the dy dx of any function, let us say a x, it might be any function, right, in terms of x, it is greater than 0. You might have done this in maxima and minima also. Decreasing function means dy dx of a particular function is less than 0. The cost function, the formula for AC is equal to Cx by x. So the cost function will be AC multiply x. Cost function equals to AC multiply x, that is 2x square minus 11x plus 50. Now the next part is to find the marginal cost function, which is equal to d by dx of cost function, equal to 4x minus 11. Now the third part is to find the range of the output for which AC is increasing. Now d by dx of AC will be 2 minus 50 by x square, greater than 0, right? Now you have to shift this term to the right side. It becomes 2 greater than 50 by x square. So x square is greater than 25. You take it here and 2 here. X square minus 25 is greater than 0. Now this will be x plus 5 and x minus 5. We have to factorize it. We can't directly evaluate the value by x square is greater than 25 then x equals to 5. It's not the right way. Now draw a number line. The value of x is equal to minus 5 and 5. Take any value less than minus 5 as a test value and put it in d by dx of AC, that is 2 minus 50 by x square. If I put up any value less than minus 5, my sign for d by dx of AC will be positive. So this is positive interval. Take any value in between minus 5 and 5. We can take 0. So the sign will be negative if we take any value between minus 5 and 5. And if you take up 0, it will land up to infinite number, which is not defined. Now take any value greater than 5 and put it in the differentiation of AC, that is this function. You will get a positive value. As the sign here is greater than 0, we have to take only the positive values. That is, it will be x less than minus 5 and x greater than 5. And you all know that x is always greater than 0. That is, if we have to purchase any units, any number of units, it should be a positive number. So x should be greater than 0. It is a rule. So this case is neglected and the answer is x is greater than 5. Hence, the average cost increases when x has a value greater than 5. So this is all for the video. We covered a number of topics like the marginal revenue, average revenue, a marginal cost function, and we also did some previous year questions. So thank you for watching the video and stay tuned because I will be uploading all the parts of section C. I'll be moving on to the graph questions, the linear regression part. So thank you and do subscribe my channel.